Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
They'll run it to the right. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Now the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls and fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking downfield, it's Horn. He's got his man across the middle. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Rebels pick up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got the quick pass. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 1st down to start the drive after the break. A hand to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing up. Watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Horn. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Lowers those pads. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Tolzien. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third and... Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Dropping back, it's Horn. Fires to the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Horn. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll get rid of it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Grab near the marker. It's Drake. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Going up top on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. First down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He wants to throw. The quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. With
the catch, it's Wall. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Zings it complete to the right.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First down here for the offense.
Well, that's one the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the fourth quarter, just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to